Well, good day, everybody. That might have confused you, that lead in. As you know, I usually have some amazing and fantastic photos coming up while I'm waiting for the first people to pop up because they like seeing it live. And I tried 3 times and it's already, and then none of them worked. 11 minutes past 9. And then I thought I was going to mention Mara anyway. So I quickly just jumped and shared the Facebook page for Mara. This is classic Mara. She's doing the Golden Globe race, okay, and she's a bit of a Instagram queen, and she's a sailor, around the world sailor. Went around the world on a catamaran, and she's now doing the GGR. But why would I mention Mara on here? Well, I figure you probably get bored with this sometimes, and eventually things will come to an end, and wondering what to do next. You can always follow the GGR, but in the meantime, Mara she's got a Saga 36 yacht. She's prepping it ready to go now. She's heavily on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, but she's going to stream it live when she goes across the Atlantic. She's got to do a qualifier, 4,000-mile qualifier, and she's set up a couple of Starlink systems, and she's got a massive, something like about 1,000 amp hours, I think. She's got three lithium batteries, and one I saw was 300 amp hours or something. Huge amount of power coming in, and she's literally going to try and show you cleaning the teeth every morning, cooking, sailing, navigating, all that sort of stuff. But the amazing thing is that she's never sailed solo before in her life, right? So, um, and whether she'll be able to keep the Starlink up and running 24 hours a day for the whole way across is a whole different challenge. But it's going to be fun to watch just to see if A, she can keep the Starlink going, B, how she's coping with her first ever solo sail, like like a few of our 580 sailors have done, and also her preparations. Because the one thing I will say, she's doing the whole 9 yards, what we call is trying to explain and show people what she's doing all the time. And some people will love her, some people will hate her, some people will think, "What the hell's going on?" This, that, and the other. But it's worth a look. So, and she's supposed to be setting sail in about a week, but there's the usual deal. Everything's running late, and I'm not sure when she'll get away. I reckon she's probably going to be, it certainly won't be a week. But anyway, and then she's got to settle in. So she's trying to show you exactly what's going on every day. She's probably making 4 or 5 Instagram posts and everything that happens, every little detail. It's all there. It's some people love it, some people hate it. So what's it all about? But it's worth a look if you've got nothing to do or you want to do something. It's Sunday anyway. So there it is. Just again, classic Mara. Her boat name is Showgirl. Does a lot of posts here. I forget what her handle is for Instagram, but you could just go classic Mara, and I think you'll find it. And it'll be, hang on to your hats and see what happens. With all these things, it's a great challenge, and who knows what. I think it'll be worth a look. I'll certainly be watching. Okay, so where are we? We've got a few people there now. I'm going to go straight to the tracker. So you're on the tracker now, and I've got another screen there. I'm on the tracker as well. So there we go. 335 days, 20 hours and 40 minutes. That's pretty cool. All ticking over, making good progress towards Recife and contemplating the meaning of life. We just got a post from Jasmine's mum, and I'm very envious of them all. And I think probably there's quite a few people now looking, thinking, "Oh yeah, we passed." I forget how many numbers we've got now on Facebook, but it went through 11,000, and that was kind of cool. I forgot to mention in the yesterday's track, if you haven't seen it, Entrant called in. That was a bit of fun. And here we go. Josh is out on his own. Not sure what he's doing out there. Maybe put a can of beer by the compass. He's doing 4.6 and 116-mile day. That's pretty good. Could be because sometimes it's really uncomfortable if you're running dead downwind. And if you look at the course here, the breeze is pretty much running dead downwind, so he might be just keeping the boat comfortable, and he'll go out this way a little bit and then jibe across and come back the other way a little bit or whatever. But yeah, a few people have commented it's all dead boring when the wind's right up the clacker because you roll a lot and so on. It's a little bit easier if it's on the quarter. Urton, 4.6, 115 mile day. So Josh has caught up a mile, and it was good to have a chat. He got into it yesterday. Again, trying to say that sailing around the world is easy. Just sit there and let the boat do the work. The other thing was that the boat's ready to go again. The boat keep going. They're so simple. Simple, strong, safe, reliable, touch wood. He's having fun. Jasmine, 4.7, 118 mile day. So pulling away from Entrant. Mum was saying that she's feeling pretty good. Muscles recovered after a couple of days after the big swim. All that stuff, and she's missing the dogs. It has been for a while, but getting closer. Eric, 4.9 knots, 120 mile day. I think you can see that. Yeah, 120 mile day, so that's pretty good. Pulled away from Jasmine by 2 miles. So as we go up the front, it's all getting faster. Kerry, 128. So he's got 8 miles in front of. Oh, hang on a sec. I can't see that. 8 miles in front of 8 miles or 6 miles. Okay, Eric was 120. Kerry is 128. So pulled 8 miles out of him there, which is quite cool. It's nearly not quite half a knot, so must be about 0.4 of a knot faster overall for the whole day. Then a big jump up here to Christian. Looks like he's getting closer. 137. Yeah, he's flying. 5.4 knots average, 137 mile day. That's our biggest so far. 135 for Adam. Front boats are sailing faster because I think they've got similar breezes, but there is a slight blue tinge through the middle there. I don't know whether you can see that on your screen. Where there's blue, there's less wind, but anyway, 135, pretty good. Christian's got the fastest, 137. Jacob slipping behind. 136 though, still sailing well. Just the Peeler seems to be sailing better. So 141. Sheepers, go Peeler. So Jacob's gone 5.3, 136, and somehow Peeler has cracked 141. She's trying to get back up there to nail Dan and Renault. That's pretty impressive. So what are these guys doing? It's like the suspense. Maybe I won't tell you. Yeah, I'll just go back at Sunday. We don't want to upset Peeler's fine performance by saying Dan's doing 142. Dan is doing 140. So Peeler's still knocked out a mile out of that one. And Renault, they look a bit closer. Maybe it's just a scale. There you go, 139. Only 2 miles difference, but it does look a little bit closer overall. So still a bit of fun going on there. That's the beauty of one design sailing. And Peeler, you won't be watching, I suppose, and you won't want to call us while we've got the tracker on. But it's yes. In the last leg, they're going to have to call me. They'll be given a schedule, and as long as the weather's okay and they can get their Starlink out, we'll be expecting them to stick to the schedule, and we will have regular updates, live updates on the tracker system like this at the end, so they call in any time and I can just hold the phone. That way it's easy for them and they can move it around and all that sort of stuff, so we can get a bit of a handle on what they're doing. There's going to be a lot of interest as they close the distance, so that's pretty cool. Sometimes I wonder if it's even worth looking at the weather, but we will, because we know, wrong way, we know it's trade winds coming up. But we'll just have a bit of a squeak here. I'm going to go fast because there's not a lot changed. There you go. There's the first day. There's the second day. Getting a bit softer, but they're so close now. There it is there. Let's just scan the leaderboard because it's sort of a bit relevant now. Jasmine's the only one that did a little bit more than the usual 7 days, which we all know about. So Renault, it's got an ETA at the moment from the start, but let's go from recent and see what it's saying. Okay, ETA the 30th. I don't know whether it'll be a little bit later than that because they're going to slow down a bit, but that's pretty reasonable. So there's 31 on my knuckles. My knuckles are saying there's 31 days in January, so I reckon he'll probably get in on the 31st, which is pretty cool. He's done 139 mile day. Only got 650 to go, so it's about 5 days. So yeah, that's 25th, yeah, 30th, well, maybe the 30th. He could still do it. And Dan is only minutes behind him, so a couple of hours, maybe a few hours, not far away. Peeler, based on her current speed, she's flying. So good speed there. Still coming in on the 30th. They're all on the 30th. They're all pretty much bunched up. That's a good sign. So you can see the numbers there. Jacobs, he'll be in on the first, I reckon. But they're all coming through. And then the others all in by the third. Josh is a bit behind. They're saying the fifth. So all very interesting. So far, they've sailed 2,828 miles. So it'll be 3,000 miles from, if we put those two together, 3,000 from Cape Town very soon. So put them together, it's about 3,500. Yeah, about 3,500 from Cape Town. Not too bad, but they're making. I'm always blown away by the average speeds. That's pretty much it. We know the sea state's there. Everything's happening. I haven't got a lot to waffle on about except the state of the world at the moment. It's bloody chronic, eh? Here I am. And there was something I was going to tell you then. I completely forgot. Oh, boy. Anyway, yeah, let's see what Entrant reports we've got here. On Facebook there. What's up? Entrant reports. Here we go. We've got a few by the look of it, which is good. Yesterday, Eric Marsh came in at. I think I read that. You're certainly not making it easy, Eric. No, that's Kerry. That was Kerry comment on Thingo. Urchin 620. You would have got that. 8:57 from Peter Punk. Gazing at the stars. Might be able to sleep better. Yeah, you got that one. Had a big chat with John about his telescope. It's quite interesting. After. Right, Jasmine, number 2. Not much to report. Really enjoying taking it easy and not having to do very much. Could try and go a bit faster, just not motivated enough. That's fair enough. Loving it out here, and we'll have plenty of time in Brazil. I miss St. Helena, though, and that should be a longer stopover. Okay. Adam, Little Wren, confused to be back in the Atlantic. She says, that's Little Wren, confused to be back in the Atlantic. So there's no comma there. It's all the one thing. So he's saying Little Wren is confused about being in the Atlantic, not Adam. He knows where he's going. She says she's already sailed across the Atlantic. We discussed it. Both of us have agreed to carry on. Look forward to our first time in South America. Too true. Manager Brenda, love it. So that's just commenting on Adam's post. Nikki, Immortal Gain, enjoying the ride, a tad bumpy, lacking sleep, threw a lure in to catch a bite, broke the said lure, so he lost the lure. We'll try again today. Looking forward to reaching land and exploring Recife. Yep, so that's all there is there. The girls. While we're talking about girls, I should have put the picture up as well. You've got, if you haven't seen the famous project, 8 girls on a big boat, big Ultim, 100-footer, sailing non-stop around the world trying to beat Jules Verne. They didn't get the speed that they wanted, but that's pretty hard because it was 42 days or something. But apparently they might be due in tomorrow, on Monday. They're going through the big storm that's here. And Sadibo was the other one, all high-tech, bunch of blokes, very sophisticated, high-tech professionals, and big support, big money, all that sort of stuff. And they've also done it really well. In fact, they could already be in. I haven't had a good look at that. I've been watching all the rest of the happy news around the world. Yeah, pretty impressive on 2 fronts. Sadibo, the impressive thing about that is they got around without hitting anything because there's so much stuff in the water. Usually, not usually, but often the Ultims have damage. They're like a fragile high-tech machine. Well, not too fragile. I'm blown away at the technology. It's amazing to watch them. They're like a bunch of pilots in a big international jet just going zipping around the world on foils. It's a full foiler. Complete reverse of what the 580 is, but it's still impressive. And I think they may have cracked the record. I haven't had a big hunt and look yet. But again, they have to finish on this big breeze, big storm that's here. So 2 amazing stories, and certainly for the girls, the women, amazing again. First time a women's all girl crew got around in an Ultim sort of thing. Very impressive. And Jean-Luc Vanity, my mate, happy chappy. 6 times around the world, 12 times around Cape Horn or something stupid. Won the 2018 won the 2018 Golden Globe race. He also holds the record for the fastest sailor around the world the wrong way, the same way we're going through the trade winds, but he went through the Southern Ocean, and I think it's about 120 days or something. He did it in his big 78-footer monohull, and we were a bit involved with that. One time he lost his mast in Antarctica, blah, blah, blah. We had a ship, and we towed him into Hobart. A lot of fun. Sad for him. I think it took him 3 or 4 times to crack that record. He tried to do it in his red carbon fibre boat, I think. I should know this exactly. But anyway, then he built the big aluminium boat, and then first time he had trouble with the keel, second time he lost the mast, and third time he finally did it and cracked it. So there's another big multi-hull out there, guy trying to do it now, and he's gone around Cape Horn. But as soon as he got around Cape Horn, he's gone up into the Pacific a bit to get better, faster winds to go around. But when he did that, because he'd gone around the Horn, he's gone up. John Luke's speed, when he ran around the Horn in the monohull, he kept going straight. He was still in front of him. So anyway, John Luke's holding his breath and hoping he doesn't. He's wishing the sailor well, hoping he doesn't lose his record, maybe. But so there's a lot of big boat stuff going on at the moment. Fascinating to watch, and the little boat stuff. Got some mates in the Globe 40. It's a 2-handed race around the world in Class 40s. It's fantastic what's going on there. So anyway, in the meantime, we've got our little 580s zipping around the world, and we've got the German Association at the Boot Boat Show. So if you've got nothing to do and you're in Germany, you better scoot there because I think it's nearly finished. So plenty going on. Urton. Oh, good morning, Urton. Don't ring. I don't want to upset your day. There's too much going on. But anyway, that was fun yesterday, so thanks, Urton. And we got Milady again. G'day, Adrian. That must be your name, Milady. I'm always fascinated by people's handles. G'day, Elsa. Thanks for the updates. No problem. Don, when are you expecting the first yachts in? Well, I reckon it'll be the 31st, but it'll be late on the 30th maybe, or early on the 31st or something like that, which is faster than I thought. Once again, I thought when they left St. Helena, I was thinking about the first or even the second, but the average speed's unbelievable. You probably saw it in the press release. Renault was doing another 135 day average from Cape Town, I think it was. Quite incredible. Anyway, g'day, Bob. Thanks. Yeah, no worries about the updates. Always fun. Have any of the skippers talked about their plans after the finish? A few of them are, but we're not able to say because we don't want to break their stories. There's a couple of possible epics there, but generally that's the biggest issue at the moment. They're all scratching their head, thinking about what's next, and they don't want to. I suppose they don't want to think about the whole thing coming to a conclusion. Touch wood. The ones that express it, well, I think they all are. Josh is very, philosophical. He's had a couple of comments on, wow, we've nearly done this thing, and I can tell he's going through the whole financial thing as well. I mean, no one's rolling in money, but Josh is, because I've been there. I've been in exactly the same situation in the Golden Globe, not the Golden Globe, the BOC back in 1990. I was desperately short of money. People were lending me money and all sorts of things. I blocked it out at the start, but as it was coming towards the end, I'm thinking, oh shit, by the time you're finishing, you think, oh, this is all over. And then I owed huge amount of money, huge amount. I was paying $157 a day in interest. I'll never forget, 157, 153. So I think Josh is facing some of that. And then don't even ask Urton what he's doing. I know what he wants to do next. He wants to go around again in a bigger boat. But anyway, obviously Jasmine wants to see her dogs. I can't, sometimes in life, I mean, Jasmine's, this will sound funny, not getting any younger. She's only 26 or something. But anyway, things happen, and who knows what happens. I've got no idea what she'll do, but she's super impressive. As I've said so many times already, her swim completely blew me away and got me even more frustrated that I'm sitting here talking rather than doing. So we'll see. So that's why I'm going through the same thing. I mean, I've got to do the GGR and OGR and stuff. But who else has said things? Jacob, he wants to keep going. He'd be happy to keep going. He can't. He's got to go and earn some money because he's got some. We've had a couple of discussions about his new sailing plans, but he's got to earn some money first before he can do that. Adam, I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything about what Adam might want to do. He's very busy with his charity work with Emma. And Renault, no idea. I can't imagine sailing won't be off the agenda. He'll do something. Dan, he's happy to go write a book. He wants to give back. He wants to do speaking engagements, inspire people, do things, and I'm sure he'll want to get back and try and earn some money and stuff as well. Him and Nikki, they're doing great stuff. And who's next? Pila, I'm not sure. She's got an open book situation there. She could do anything. She's got ideas what she might want to do. Christian, he's keeping his boat. He might do some more voyages on his boat. He loves his boat. Loves sailing. That's his life now. He said that classic lines to people saying, "What are you going to do when this is all over?" He says, "I keep doing this. This is what I do." So he's. I can see changes in Christian. He was always an interesting guy. The way he built the boat and stuff. But he's a very interesting guy. He knows what he'll be doing. And who else is there? Jacob, Eric. He'll go back and spend the family. The son, I think he's mentioned it a few times. I don't know if it's public, but he's going to keep the boat because maybe his son might want to do the MGR in 4 years' time. So that's kind of interesting. I'm worried about forgetting people now. Anyway, that'll do. Sick of hearing me talking. So easy Sunday. Have a good Sunday. It's average day here with the sun, but I've got plenty to do, and I think I'm here tomorrow. I've got to go get another skin checkup tomorrow at the hospital. But I forget. If I'm not here in the morning, I'll be here in the afternoon. It might be a morning thing. I'm not sure. Okay. See you later. Have fun. Oh, someone said, Craig, be good to see you in the Sydney Hobart. I doubt it. Anyway, it'd be a bit slow. My boat ID. Oh, Melody. Oh, that's your boat. Cool. Oh, hang on. Yep, and the lady. Two things. Okay. See you later. Bye-bye.